Hey everybody, it's Lynette. I got the results of my CT scan as well as the results of my tumor marker test. And I wanted to come back and share those with you all. So let's address the tumor marker test first. On October 8th, my tumor markers from 12,900 went all the way down to 19. I have it written on a card in front of me here. A month later, it went down to 17. On December 3rd, my tumor markers went up to 98. And at that time, I had thought because my liver enzymes were elevated, the inflammation from that may have caused my tumor markers to elevate. In the meantime, also, I had a bad batch of arthritis happen. We all know that's inflammation, so that could also cause my tumor markers to rise. Well, I took another tumor marker test 20 days later on December 23rd, and it is now up to 236 from 17 on November 5th. So I was a little concerned about that. Not so concerned that I think that the cancer may be growing elsewhere, because the results of my CT scan showed that from approximately 25 tumors, I'm down to maybe 9 tumors, and those 9 tumors have shown significant shrinkage. So they're still dying off. So with both of that information, my deduction right now is the cancer die-off is causing my tumor markers to increase. I haven't stopped anything. I did, although I ran out of Rick Simpson oil it's been about 3 weeks now. So I don't know if because I didn't have that in my system, it might have caused the issue. But I do have a new syringe, and I am still looking for a local person here that I can get the RSO from at a better price, because it's expensive where I went to get the one syringe. So that could have been the cause as well. It doesn't make sense to me that the CT scan would show cancer dying and the tumor marker test would show it's growing. My oncologist has ordered another CT scan for me on February 2nd. Now, usually I get them every 3 months, but February 2nd will be 2 months. And he just, he wants to see if there's something going on that we didn't see on the last scan. Honestly, I'm not subscribing to the fact that, not even the fact, I'm not subscribing to the idea that the cancer might be growing, because I don't think it is. Not if the CT is showing that it's dying off. That just doesn't make sense to me. But, and I am going to read to you what he said to me about the tumor marker test. Because my oncologist, as well as my surgeon after my surgery, told me any inflammation in my body from my surgery can cause a false positive on the tumor marker test. Any inflammation, okay? Arthritis is inflammation. My liver, when it was pissed off, it's fine now. They're back to normal. I had my dandelion root tea and my milk thistle. I told you all in my last video I had been slacking off on that. So got right back on it. My liver's perfect. I still have arthritis pain, so I know I have inflammation in my body. So I sent that to him, and he's like, well, it could be, maybe, but what he said was, sometimes the raise of tumor marker will precede any detectable difference in the CT imaging by a few months. So in other words, if it has metastasized somewhere else, the tumor marker will show that prior to any CT by a few months. Again, he likes to be very, very cautious. as you may recall, I referred to him as Dr. Doom or Dr. Death. But I'm going to continue what I'm doing, and I'm actually going to do a detox on my body. I haven't decided what kind yet, but I think doing a detox will help my body flush the dead cancer cells out, and I think that'll be a huge help also to the tumor marker test. The one thing that I did order today, because I've been reading a lot about it and I want to give it a try, is vitamin B17. It's apricot seeds that have been proven to kill cancer cells. So I got that on order. I'm going to start taking it, and I don't know if I should start taking it before my next CT. I just want to be really cautious about what I put in my body, and if, as I suspect, it's the inflammation as well as the cancer die-off causing the increase in my tumor markers, I don't want to add the B17 in right now, because then I'm not going to know, I'm going to assume, if I start taking the pill now, I'm going to assume that the B17 was getting rid of the cancer or knocking down the tumor markers or whatever. So there's that. Not much else going on. I do have my CT scan scheduled for February 2nd, which is a Sunday. And I get the results of those fairly quickly. He should have the results on Monday, latest Tuesday, the 4th. So that's all I have going on right now. I'm, like I said, the things that I'm going to do right now are try to detox my body. I'm also thinking about, just to be on the safe side, because if it is indeed cancer growth, I want to pummel it with the fenbendazole, which is the dog dewormer. So I may do 10 days straight of the Pancreatic and see if that helps. I think that also, if it is in fact gaining momentum, I think that'll also slap it back down. But it's low. 236 is low compared to 12,900 that I was at back in June. And I think that you would also agree, to go from 12,900 in June to 17 in November, at the beginning of November, that's pretty incredible. And that speaks to the power of fenbendazole. So Christmas was great. I had all my family over here. We had a blast. And unfortunately, I did get the information about my tumor marker test on Christmas Eve. So, I had to sit and process that for a minute. But, as I said, I really don't think the cancer is spreading. I have been very diligent about staying on top of taking my fenben and my supplements. And most recently, I got back to, being really good about drinking my tea and taking my milk thistle. Got my RSO back, so I will be starting that tonight. And hopefully this is just a burp and we could just move on from it. As soon as I figure out what I'm going to do to detox, I know I'm going to do the celery juice thing, not just drinking celery juice, but having, a whole stock of celery juice every morning, because it does help cleanse your system. I also read some information about a rebounder helping clean your lymphatic system. I guess the constant jumping up and down helps, your lymphatic system move the toxins and crap out of your body. So I'm going to look into getting a rebounder, be bouncing around my house. Actually, I think that sounds pretty fun. But yeah, that's all I got going on right now. And I'm almost at 500 subscribers. I'm so like overwhelmed. I have a book on order that as soon as I hit 1,000 subscribers, I am going to do a giveaway. And as we get closer, or when the book comes in, I will let you all know what it is that I'm giving away. And I think I might, add a thing or two to that as well. Thank you all so much for subscribing and commenting. And I'd like to encourage you, if you have any questions, please review previous videos. I go over a lot of stuff in a bunch of my previous videos, and I'm sure there's an answer somewhere in there for you. But if not, go ahead and post a comment down below and I will get to it as soon as I can. Thanks again, and if I don't talk to you before New Year's, you all have a very happy and safe New Year. Please don't drink and drive. That's what Uber and Lyft are for. And just be safe, and let's bring in this 2020 with a bang, with some great news and good spirits and all of that happy shit. All right, guys. Thanks for watching, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye.